All right, welcome back to the Confluence Patio here on this actually not oppressively hot Friday morning.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice.
Actually got to roll the windows down rather than crank the AC when I got in the car. It's enjoyable.
It's exciting. It's been a minimum of 90 degrees at 5:30 a.m. on the brew house this week. So.
Yeah. By the way, this is weather talk. We're not actually going to talk about beer today.
No, not at all. Yeah, this is, absolutely.
So, crops next?
Well, the most recent crop of barley we got here. We can segue right into that. So I'm Josh, the production manager here at Confluence, and I'm joined by...
I'm Chris. I'm one of sales representatives for the company.
And we're here to talk to you about a couple new beers this week. So this video will be about Midwest Legend. It's a series of beers, I guess, is the way to put it. Many of you probably are familiar with Carson King and the Carson King Foundation. And he's been gathering craft breweries to his cause, so to speak, for this Midwest Legends series, often blonde ales, lagers. Each brewery can kind of do their own thing, and his foundation helps partner up breweries with deserving charities, and proceeds go to those charities. So our Midwest Legend is a cream ale. And our proceeds, we're going to donate, I believe it's 25% of net proceeds, pretty sure, to Orchard Place in conjunction with the Carson King Foundation. So right from the very beginning, this beer is going to a good cause. Orchard Place is kind of a Des Moines institution. They've been around for, I think, like 120, 130 years, something like that. And they help specifically disadvantaged youths, mental health support, justice system support. So really excellent organization. We're proud to donate money to it. So you can at the very least buy this beer and know that your money is going to a good place. But we should probably also talk about the beer.
Talk about the beer itself, yeah. I think this is something that a lot of us here at the brewery are kind of excited for. It's a style we don't get to play around with as much maybe as we might like. And so it's, cream ales are fun, just a traditional, I guess I feel like I've done a bunch of these videos where we talk about beer flavored beer.
Beer flavored beer, that's right. Yeah.
And this is one of our, it's a great fun style. So yeah, it's a little breezy.
It is a little breezy. That's good. I like the breeze. So cream ale, there's no cream in this, just so you know. It does have a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel, but that comes from, we actually used, those of you that like our blue corn lager, we use that same blue corn. We did a cereal mash. It's like a lower proportion, but it adds, corn tends to add like a little sweetness to the finished product. Obviously, there's the way the macro breweries do it. They add corn syrup. That's just adding sugar to get fermented. It doesn't really affect the flavor much in the end. In this case, because it's a component of the mash, you definitely get a corn character that comes through. But it's not cooked corn. It's not canned corn. It's not like overly heavy. It's just a nice subtle sweetness behind what is ultimately kind of a simple lager recipe, but brewed with an ale yeast, and that's really what a cream ale is. It's I'm
excited.
It's a take on, the classic lager. When American brewing was kind of like it is now, but every city had their own brewery, and they were run by probably often a German immigrant who was brewing stuff from home, but like with a regional flair here, right? They'd maybe use ale yeast or whatever. So
yeah, what you could get at the time.
Right. So, but the idea is to create a lager-like beer with ale yeast. I think we did a pretty good job.
It's great. It's got a little bit of, like you're talking about, the sweetness from the corn. You get some of that on the nose, some of that on the taste. It's just clean.
This is
crisp. I mean, it's finished is slightly different than a lot of the lagers, the true lagers we do.
Sure.
But no, it's tasty. I mean, to me, this is a really good food beer. Really good, like pizza. Just classic food beer. It's just something that's awesome to drink for that. You talked about having one after work the other day. And it's just great for that. The beer to drink while you're trying to decide what
beer you want to drink.
And maybe it's just you want more of this. I don't know. So it's great. I love it. And hey, you can feel good while drinking it. You know?
That's right. If you're planning to pack the cooler with some Busch Light for the weekend or anything like that, maybe put one of these in there. It'll
grab some and take it to the Iowa State game this fall, since that's where this whole shindig started with Carson King.
Yeah.
With his Venmo sign and all that, and Iowans coming together and people from around the country coming together for good causes. I think this is a really great thing. I some of my favorite beers we do, just in theory, just because we get to do them, are the fundraising beers that we do throughout the year, and then it's also cool for us because we get to, usually those beers we get to be fairly experimental or try things that we don't always get to do, or make something that's not usually like not usually something we make a lot of.
Right.
We did a coffee kolsch and have to do a cream ale, some stuff like that, which I really think is cool. So
yeah. Well, come down this weekend, check this beer out, check out the other beer, Awesome Sauce. Enjoy the 10% heat reduction from the week that we've been having.
Patio's usable again.
To send a little money to Orchard Place and enjoy a nice, classic, clean beer style. And check us out on all our social media.
Yeah. Not all beer has to be hazy.
That's right. Some of it can be clean and clear. We like that here.
Yeah.
So
it's really good.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Cheers, guys.
I do like that. That's good.
Yeah. No, that yeast was, it's actually the Kolsch yeast. So I guess in some ways this is also kind of like the Kolsch.